I will never understand the praise of the Williams era over this first season of what is incidentally the dreaded J&T era. Imagine for a moment that this wasn't a J&T season, and Williams stayed aboard. Maybe the changes were Let's ideas. He was an exec producer at this time, returning to the series. Suddenly you don't hate it so much, do you? It is the Williams era done better. If the Bidmead season is to be criticised for anything, it is for thinking it is up to scratch with Finchliffe Holmes, which it is really not quite. Thomas Cookson, a decent writer, clearly has some rather baffling, from my perspective, opinions. I can't understand holding this view unless one grew up with the series, became more cynical, less starry-eyed, and blamed this on J&T taking over production duties on Doctor Who. Quote, Doctor Who has been many things, but it had never been so sterile before. The closest the show previously came to being this sterile was the Daleks and the Robots of Death. Just those two. But they'd both had clever, witty writing and characterization. Leisure Hive had none. It's an unpleasant precursor to the soulless sterility of Time Flight, Warriors of the Deep, Twin Dilemma, and Time and the Rani. 4 serials out of however many are from the 80s. Even potentially good spiritual stories like Kinder, Snake Dance, and Mordred Undead suffered this sterility. He doesn't elaborate any further. Some people say the Pertwee era is stale. Anyone who doesn't think Hartnell doesn't get stale in its 3rd season are entirely disingenuous. Another quote, Haunts of Nimon conjured a far greater galactic scope for its own delicate minimalism. The Leisure Hive drowns it out with its visual loudness. Oh, I see. So Cookson is mentally insane. Makes some sense now. Rules that were established by someone's lame childhood during the Williams era. Became a cynical, greasy teen during J&T, and you never forgave the show for it. Weak.